kids, you ready for some family yoga time? Then grab your mats, grab your moms, grab your dads, grab your pets, grab your stuffed animals, and let's gather around for some yoga and relaxation. Welcome all to yoga time. Sit up with a nice tall spine. Cross your legs upon the floor. Place your cares outside the door. As our time here comes to pass, we'll stretch out in yoga class. Okay, guys, it's good to be here with you. And now we're going to make our breath raise our arms into the air above our heads. So let's try to do that. Inhale, belly's full, arms up in the air, and exhale. Let's try that again. Inhale, belly's full, arms up straight, and exhale. And drop those shoulders down. Now we're going to take our hands in front of our legs as if they were itsy-beatsy spiders. And we're going to itsy-beatsy spider our hands up to the front of our mat. And while we're doing so, we're going to make sure that our hips move forward. Our hips are now over our ears. Our shoulders are right over our wrists. And we are now on all fours in a tabletop position. Here, and let me just change my position so that you can see what that tabletop looks like. Your back is going to be so nice and straight so that if somebody wanted to come over and have tea with you on your back, not a drop would be spilled. Now, from a flat back, we're going to go into some cow and cat positions, and that'll get our backs to kind of stretch out and move a little bit so that we can move on to some of the harder stuff later in class, okay? So we're going to inhale and be like a cow who's looking for some nice wheat to chomp on. And you might want to say, moo. Then you're going to exhale and stretch your back up like a stretching cat. And you might want to say, meow. Let's try that a couple of times. Chest through, arms, moo. Exhale, stretch up, cat back. Meow. Inhale, moo. Exhale, meow. Inhale, moo. Exhale, meow. Now, back to our tabletop position. Bring your toes under your heels and lift your knees off your mat and bring your hips, your backsides way up to the ceiling. So your legs are stretching, your arms are stretching. You're in an upside down V position, which we also call downward dog. Now you're going to walk your hands back to your toes and curl on up into a standing and strong mountain pose. Now, a mountain pose is very different from a cat position and a cow position because a mountain doesn't move. A mountain never goes anywhere. And you're going to try to be as strong and as unmovable as a mountain by making sure that your entire foot is grounded into the ground. Your toes are feeling the ground. Your heels are feeling the ground. Your back is nice and straight. You're going to raise your shoulders and circle the mat behind your back with your palms facing me. And now you are in a strong mountain pose with your legs being like blocks of concrete. And if I were to come over to you through my computer screen and try to tap you to move you over, you would not go anywhere because you are in a strong mountain pose. And from mountain pose, we're ready to go on to sun salutation. So a sun salutation basically says good morning to the sun, and it's a great way to wake up and start your day. I'm going to give you instructions. I'm going to sing to you what you have to do with your body, and you could just follow along, okay? Let's do it now. Raise your arms up to the sky. Drop them down to touch your thigh. Drop your head way down low. Back to downward dog we go. Now that we're in downward dog, Stretch your body like a log. Knees, hips, belly to the mat. Peel your chest up, palms are flat. Raise your shoulders, drop them low. Back to downward dog we go. Walk your hands back to your toes. Curl on up to mountain pose. Place your hands upon your heart. Now we are back to start. Okay, let's try that one more time so that we make sure that we really got all of the steps and moves. So follow along with me, and maybe I'll do it this way so that you can see what shapes my body is making, okay? All right, here we go. Raise your arms up to the sky. Drop them down to touch your thigh. Drop your head way down low. Back to downward dog we go. Now that we're in downward dog, stretch your body like a log. Knees, hips, chest to your mat. Curl your chest up, palms stay flat. Raise your shoulders, drop them low. Back to downward dog we go. Walk your hands back to your toes. Curl back up to mountain pose. Place your hands upon your heart. Now that we are back to start. All right, great job. I think you're ready for something even harder and more challenging, which is gonna actually ask you to do a little bit of balancing. What we're gonna go into right now is something called tree pose, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's like that, and you have to balance on one leg. So let's try to get into that position and stay as strong and straight as a tree, all right? Ready? Lift your right knee toward the sky. Swing it to the side still high. Place your foot below your knee. Raise your arms up like a tree. Do not tilt, do not sway. See how long your tree can stay. Hold and hold long as you can before we try it once again. Oh my God, that is amazing. You guys are so good. But again, what we do on one side, we have to do on the other. So now the other side. Lift your knee up toward the sky. Swing it to the side still high. Place your feet below your knee. Raise your arms up like a tree. Do not tilt, do not sway. See how long your tree can stay. Hold and hold long as you can before we try it once again. Oh my God, okay. That took a bit of hard work and concentration. So let's go back down to our mats and start to cool down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna separate our legs nice and wide, and we're gonna start to bend our knees over our feet, and we're gonna gradually drop our backsides down to the mat slowly, 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 until we're back to seated in a comfortable position. Now, we've done a lot of movements going up and going down, but we haven't done anything going sideways, which is why we're now gonna do something called a boat pose. I'm gonna show you what a boat pose looks like before we get into that posture and take our own little trip down the river in our boats, okay? So this is what a boat pose looks like, kind of like that. All right, ready? Let's try it out. All right, here's how you do it. Time now to be a boat. This is how it's done. Knees bent, feet on the ground, chest is toward the sun. Lean back, nice straight spine, each arm above each knee. Lift your knees nice and high. You know what's coming. And stretch into a V. And hold, and hold. And oh my God, that's not so easy, is it? You want to try it one more time? Let's try it one more time. All right, time now to be a boat. This is how it's done. Knees bent, feet on the ground, chest is toward the sun. Lean back, nice straight spine, each arm above each knee. Lift your knees nice and high and stretch into a V. Good job. Phew, that was not so easy. I think we all earned a little bit of a rest there. So everyone, come to a nice, comfortable seated position and with a nice tall spine. Place your hands on your belly to feel your breath again and fill up your belly with air as fully as you can. And exhale to squeeze out all the air. But do this a few more times as slowly as you can. You want to slow down your breath. We were just working, our hearts are racing a little bit. And now it's time to relax and slow everything down. So with hands on your belly, inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now you're slowing down your breath. You're slowing down your mind. You're getting nice and calm. And you know, getting calm and relaxed is one of the reasons why we do yoga, because the more we strengthen and exercise our bodies, the easier it is to relax and feel calm and worry-free. Now, another way, of course, to feel calm and worry-free is to turn to some of our favorite books. And today, I wanted to share one book and one author that is particularly special to me. The title of the book is The Don't Worry Book by Todd Parr. And I'm reading this to you with the kind permission of the author, Todd Parr, as well as his publisher, Little Brown and Company. Here we go, The Don't Worry Book. Sometimes you worry. Worrying happens when you think too much about a problem or feel afraid that something bad is going to happen. You might worry when you meet somebody for the first time, or when someone is being mean, or when it's dark, or even when you're trying to sleep, or when you go to the bathroom even. When you go somewhere new, or when you're alone, or when you have too much to do. You might worry when it rains, when you get sick or have to go to the doctor, when watching TV, or from looking at screens too much. You might worry when someone is being loud, when you go to school, when you overhear some bad news. Worrying can make you sad. And when you worry, try doing something to keep yourself busy, like talking to someone special, taking deep breaths, visiting friends, wearing underwear on your head, reading a book, dancing, exercising, squeezing a toy, or thinking about all the things that make you strong. And remembering everyone who loves and takes care of you. Worrying doesn't help you. If you're worried, talk to someone you love about it. It will make you feel better. The end. Love, Todd. And love, Joy, your yoga teacher from Ossining Public Library. See you next time.